Local sports with John Mendola, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers on WILK.
Good morning and welcome back to Live Local Sports here on WILK, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Get 10% off your bill every time you mention Live Local Sports. Well, we're going to move along. More baseball and softball action we're talking about here. The brand new Softball Baseball Preview magazine is out and about. You can check it out. We'll give you the locations coming up very shortly here on Live Local Sports. Let's talk North Pocono baseball here on Live Local Sports. And head coach Brian Jardine joining us, and we'll talk with some of the players as well. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, John. Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate you coming in and joining us. Hey, it's a beautiful day. I know we got to get some practice done because it's one of those rare days. So thanks for joining us, taking some time out here the next 5-10 minutes here with your team. Tell us about this North Pocono squad. So much success last year. What do we have between last year and this year? I know you got some good players that are back this year.
Yeah, very proud of what we accomplished last year as a team. And, but sometimes graduation hits hard, and that's exactly what happened last year. We're very proud to have, I think it's 5 of the 6 kids who graduated playing college baseball and contributing on a pretty successful program. So that's a feather in their caps. But this year, those kids who were role players more or less last year, that now they have their opportunity to step up and sort of help carry on a tradition here that we hope we started at North Pocono with last year's success, and even the success before that.
Well, Brian, I know you got a nice coaching staff put together there and do a great job yourself, and then the players got to buy into it, and these guys have bought into it and work awfully hard, and one of those guys is Billy Nelson. Tell us about him.
Billy's been fantastic. He along with the rest of his classmates, that was the first group I was here 5 years ago. They're part of the 7th and 8th grade program. And like you said, they bought in. That's first and foremost when you're trying to turn things around. We had some struggles here before I arrived. I think it was a 32, 33-game losing streak, whatever it is they were on. But these kids bought in. They were at all the varsity games when we first started in that first year. We only won a handful of games, but these kids were here, and they saw what was going on. They saw what my coaching staff and everybody involved in the program at the time wanted to accomplish, and now here they are. And like I said, you mentioned Billy first and foremost. Outstanding young man above anything else. But, he's one of our hardest workers, which makes it nice when one of your best players is your hardest worker. And, I'm really looking forward to what he can do on the field for us this year.
Coach, I know we're going to talk with 5 guys this morning, so we'll get to them shortly. But I know you talked about Billy. If you could briefly tell us a little bit about the next 4 guys. Tell us a little bit about James Brown, Dylan Fantini, Jordan McGuire, and Ryan Shearer. And just go over that briefly, and then we'll try to get Billy on the horn here on Live Local Sports.
Okay, yeah, they like I said, all seniors this year, and Billy and James really contributed last year a ton on the field and put up some great numbers. And again, outstanding kids, and they're hard workers, and that makes life that much easier. You don't mind giving up your time to be around these kids who buy into it and who want to achieve goals and want to do what you can to help them. Ryan, Dylan, and Jordan. Also great stories. These are kids who were more or less role players last year, and now they're going to get their chance to shine a little bit. And again, just like I just mentioned with Billy and James, they're working as hard as anybody, trying to make sure that we keep this program where it is. And also have Jimmy Griffith and David Sonsky and Jaden Hay, a couple other seniors who are also going to get their chance this year. And I think they're going to be very successful for us, along with a couple of our underclassmen.
Brian, thank you so much, and let's get one of your players on now, Billy Nelson, here on Live Local Sports at WILK, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Good morning, Billy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Well, last year an all-league and an all-regional player for North Pocono, but you guys graduated a lot of talent. You got to step up a little more leadership for you this year and some of your teammates.
Yeah, definitely. It was a big loss losing all those guys last year, but that's what happens. You have people come in the program and people leave the program. And there are 6 great guys to lose, but we also have a bunch of other guys that are going to step in.
Hey, Billy, you talk about some of your teammates this year, and talk about the work ethic that you guys have, and you put a little bit into that off season trying to get ready. Of course, the weather isn't cooperating for everybody, but you guys feel like you're ready to go?
Yeah, we feel real confident. We're here 3 times a week, 5:30 in the morning before school, lifting and getting ready for the season. And as we speak, we're also taking infield outfield on pavement. So we got to deal with what we have, but we're going to be fine. I think we're working really hard, and I think the tradition should continue.
We're talking North Pocono baseball here on Live Local Sports. Billy, we're going to pass it along, talk with James Brown here on Live Local Sports here on WILK. And James is a 2012 All-League catcher. Morning, James.
Morning, how are you?
I'm doing well. Tell us about this year's team and what the excitement's like for the Trojans.
We just come in here every day. We work real hard. We look great. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. We're just trying to perform how we performed last year.
And tell us about the pitching that you guys are going to have this year. Obviously, being the catcher, you got to make sure your pitchers are ready to go. Who do you have on the mound?
We have Billy Nelson from last year, and we have another senior, Daryl Fantini, who's going to be starting. We also have Jaden Haig, he's another senior, and Jordan McGuire, who's another senior. So we got all seniors pitching, and we also have Tyler Fish. He's a sophomore. He's lefty, throws really, really nice. But people are scared. I think that that the pitchers aren't gonna do what they did last year. But I really think that we're strong there, and it's one of our strong points. I really do. I'm confident. I think we're gonna do really well there.
Well, James, thanks for taking some time and joining us. We're going to pass the phone along to Dylan Fantini, who's one of those pitchers that James just talked about here on Live Local Sports. Good morning, Dylan.
Good morning.
Hey, 6'6". You got a nice frame to you, and you're going to be hitting the mound. Tell us how hard you throw and some of the pitches in your arsenal and what you hope to do this year for North Pocono.
All right. I throw around 80, 45, 86 around there. I have 4-seam, 2-seam, change-up, and slider. I hope to just contribute however I can, throw ground ball out, pound the strike zone, not log a lot of guys, and just rely on my defense. Just contribute the best I can on the mound.
Dylan, how about the difference in pitching? You're 6'6". Obviously, you bring a little bit more as far as size, but Billy Nelson, he could do the job on the mound. He's only 5'10", but he can throw as well.
Yeah, he has great mechanics. He's been long tossing since he could walk. He just has a great arm, really live arm.
All right, Dylan, wish you the best of luck. We're going to move along here to Jordan McGuire from North Pocono baseball team as we talk baseball and softball here on Northeast PA with WILK. 910, 980, 1300, or 103.1 FM. Jordan, good morning and welcome to Live Local Sports.
Hello.
Jordan, tell us about your pitching ability this year and the other position that you're going to play for North Pocono this year.
Well, pitching, I like to keep everyone off balance. I rely on my curveball a lot more than my fastball because I don't really throw too hard. And then fielding, anywhere the team needs me is pretty much where I'm going to be.
How about as far as the arms that you guys have on this year's team? Billy Nelson, you talked about him. Obviously Dylan mentioned him, but Dylan Fantini's a big guy. You're more, a guy that's 5'11". But do you think you have enough depth as the year goes on to make that run in the Lackawanna League? Because there's some talented teams again.
Well, we definitely have great pitching, so I think we could go pretty far based on that. And then we got good defense behind them, so as long as keep the ball low in the zone, I think we could be good against anybody.
All right, Jordan, well, best of luck. Let's move on to our final guy from North Pocono, Ryan Shearer, here on Live Local Sports and WILK, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. It's 10:40 in the morning, and it's warming up nicely. Probably get up to about 55 degrees today. Sunshine is bright. Morning, Ryan.
Hey, good morning.
Well, last year, batted about 250, 3 doubles, 8 runs. You're a senior this year. So much talent graduated, so you're one of those guys this year that's really going to have to step up for the Trojans.
Yes, sir. We're very confident in our team this year. I feel like we can do a lot of good things and win some games.
Well, Coach mentioned in his quote, hey, success is not a continuum. Last year's history, we need to take care of this year. So what's been the theme so far?
So far, we've just been working on playing well together as a team, filling some spots that were left open. We've got a lot of guys working hard, really in the cage, working, taking ground balls. Just everyone's trying to do well this season.
And then how about your outlook? What do you feel strong about? Some of the guys mentioned the defense and the pitching. How about the bats? How hot will these bats have to be for the Trojans?
The bats are going to be hot this year. We've been working hard on our hitting. I feel like we're going to see a lot of good pitching, but we're going to have a lot of good offense coming out.
All right, Ryan, well, I know we had to talk to a bunch of you guys this morning. Some practice going on there in North Pocono. Thanks for joining us, and you guys have a great holiday.
Thanks, you too.
All right, that is Ryan Shearer and a host of guys there at North Pocono with head coach Brian Jardine. They took some time out. Hey, with the weather so good, they got to get outside and get to practice as opposed to coming in studio. We appreciate them making some arrangements to at least get on the air with us here on Live Local Sports. Again, you hear from the coaches, you hear from the players, local college, local high schools. That's where you're at every Saturday morning between 10 and 11 o'clock. Hey, you want to pick up a copy of our brand new baseball, softball preview for 2013? Well, for MMI Prep and Montrose,